Hello everybody, Paul David with Fat Boy Music. Today we are going to be unboxing my Paul Reed Smith CE24. It came in the mail today. I ordered this guitar from Guitar Center. They are out of stock everywhere. Sweetwater doesn't have them, any of them. Guitar Center has a few in the stores. So this came directly from a store from Guitar Center. I purchased this guitar for a couple of reasons, and we'll get into that later. Right now, let's just open it up and see what's inside. If you can look at this packing, I'm not really too high on this. There's nothing in there. There may be a little bit of foam at the bottom, which there is, and that's it. The guitar comes with a gig bag. So let's see what it looks like. You would think that Paul Reed Smith would provide a case. They don't. They only provide a gig bag. This may have come off of the shelf. And here's the guitar. It has the Paul Reed Smith lock-in tuners, made in the USA. And I am not seeing the vibrato arm. It has the Paul Reed Smith vibrato. The nut, this is, I forget what they said the fiber is. I'll look it up and I'll post it below what the product of the nut is. And it's made in the USA. It has the Paul Reed Smith 1585 humbuckers. I did research everything when I first purchased the guitar. Anywhere in here. And there's the arm. Comes with the arm, some lock-in tuners. Looking over the body, I see a little nick right there. I don't know if you can make that out. In the body, with the guitar on the top. I'm happy with the curly maple. I'm happy with the curly maple that comes with the guitar. Mahogany back, maple top. Maple neck, bolt-on neck. That's the CE model. There's two models. There's one with it's partly hollow body. It has an F-hole up here. I chose this one because this is what they had in stock in this color. They didn't have the F-hole in the other color. There is a shortage now on everything musical. So far, everything looks good. The action is, God, so high. I've never bought a guitar that had action that high. It has coil tap. That's on the tone knob. This action has to be lowered. We're going to listen to it. I'm going to check. Paul Reed Smith boasts that their guitars are set up out of the box. Really great. But we'll see. We'll see. Can I lower the action? How is it done? There's these little set screws right here. Quite possibly I'll have to research that. But let's get into the rest of the review. Other than the little mark, I see nothing else on the guitar. It's nice and light. We're going to go over. I'm going to put this guitar, I have a fret rocker. We're going to check all the frets. We're going to try out the arm. Tremolo arm, vibrato arm, whammy bar, whatever you want to call it. See how that works. They boast that their guitars will not go out of tune. So let's get started with that, and we're going to check the intonation. Let's see if they have this guitar intonated correctly out of the box. Okay, here we are with the guitar. What we're going to do is we're going to check a couple things out on this. I have my Stumac fret rocker. If some of you know what this is, we're going to check all the frets. We're going to see how the fret work was done on the guitar. '24th fret. It's a little low. And that's not a problem because it's the last fret on the fretboard. I have a capo. We're going to put a capo on the first fret. So we're going to check the release on the neck. Most of you are probably aware of this, but I'll explain it for those that aren't. The bridge of the guitar and the nut. The strings are pulling on the neck this way. So The neck has got a lot of force in it. That's what the truss rod is running through the neck for. The truss rod is to put backwards force to offset the force of the strings trying to pull the neck off of the guitar. The neck should have a little bit of a backward bow. Not that much. You should be able to hold the first fret down, hold the 24th fret down, and there should be just a little bit of gap here around the 5th through the 12th fret. Now, a lot of people take and they measure that. I've never measured that. My goal was to get that release as little as possible without the strings buzzing. And it's set up well. It's set up well on the low E string. And looks like there's absolutely no release on the high E string. Might get some buzz. I don't see any release on the high end. High strings, just the low strings. So, complaint number one would just be that it comes with the action too high. That's an easy fix. I don't know how to do it on a Paul Reed Smith guitar. I know how it works on a Fender. I know how it works on a Gibson. I know how it works on a Floyd Rhodes. I've never had this Tremolo. So we're going to have to research that and fix it. There is release in the neck. The fretwork is great. Now, Paul Reed Smith boasted his arms will not go out of tune. So we're just going to plug this in. I have my helix. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to check the intonation of the guitar. Let's get the guitar into it first. I like the way those tuning pegs feel. It's incredible. Every Paul Reed Smith guitar that I've ever heard played sounded like the intonation was perfect. I'm expecting this guitar to be spot on. Again, with the strings as high as they are, you're pushing further down. See how low that reads? We should hit the 12th fret note and it should read the same. It pretty much is. So it's the 12th fret harmonic, it's almost there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty close. We're not going to do all the strings. I just want to get a general idea. See, we're a little low, and we're just the same place with the harmonic. And the D. So the fretwork was incredible. The intonation is good. The action's too high. And the last thing I believe we could do is just to listen to the guitar and see how it sounds. Right now we're listening to the guitar through the helix. That is with the coil split. I'm pleased with the sound of the pickups. I want to hear one more time the split. More of a bluesy Stratocaster tone. Again, there's no gain on the amp. That's the tone knob rolled off. The last test I want to do is with the whammy bar. Paul Reed Smith says without a locking nut, his guitars will go out of tune. He makes the claim that there are 3 points of interest when it comes to a whammy bar. The first one is the whammy itself should always come back to the exact same position. Obviously, if you did a dive and you came back and it was just a little short, you would be flat in your tone. He says that the nuts that are of this material let the strings glide, and then he has lock-in tuners. If you can keep the tuners in position, the nut gliding perfectly, and the whammy bar coming back into position, your guitar will not go out of tune. Let's do some thing to do with the Stratocaster, sometimes give them a little jerk back and sometimes they don't. Let's put it back on the tuner and see what happens. If this traveled a little bit, I would not be upset. The A is a little flat. D's fine, G's a little bit off. Now it comes back to ear, but it's still a little off, and this may have gotten out of tune before we used the whammy. So let's do the dive bombs one more time and see where we're at. Okay, let's look one last time and see what happens. Okay, so it's not coming back to its original position like it's advertised. Well, it's a little high. The guitar in and of itself, excellent craftsmanship. I find no mistakes in craftsmanship on this guitar. The sound is incredible. The finish, I love that finish. The intonation was set up fine. The lock-in tuner seemed to go well. This comes with a set of 10s on it. I'm going to take it down to 9s, and I'm going to try to get the action down. I won't do a video on that. I'll work on it. If it doesn't come down, the guitar will go back. It will. I can't imagine a manufacturer like Paul Reed Smith not making a guitar that you can adjust the height of the action. It will adjust, I'm certain. I just have to figure out how to do it. I'm pleased. I feel it's almost what was advertised. It sounds to come back to ear, to tone by ear, but when you check it with the tuner, not quite. But it'll get you through a song. If you're gonna, I wouldn't do Van Halen dive bombs, but little, whammy things. I wouldn't be afraid to do that with this guitar. Definitely an A+ rating. Does it do everything that it advertises? We're going to have to wait and see. Maybe there's a little bit of adjustment that needs to take place to get it to this point. A lot of pro guitar players love this guitar. Carlos Santana. Paul Reed Smith CE24, made in the USA, maple neck, lock-in tuners, Paul Reed Smith nut, Paul Reed Smith arm, maple top, mahogany back, bolt-on neck. Okay, I did a little bit of work on the guitar. I took the saddles and I tightened them all the way down. They're all the way down. I took the tremolo arm. As you can see, it's resting back on the body. It's no longer free floating. I took it and I ran the 2 screws in a little tighter, and the action is down where I like it to be. The guitar sounds and plays fantastic. I am completely delighted with this guitar. It is light. I'm not completely happy with the pickup tone. I've adjusted my amp a little bit to compensate for that. Other than that, I would recommend this guitar. I am not sponsored by anybody in any aspect in any way. Again, this is Paul David with Fat Boy Music. Thank you for watching my channel. Would you please subscribe and like below and watch for more videos. Thank you.